Today, we have an important update that could affect millions of retirees, workers approaching retirement, and families who depend on retirement income across the United States. Hi, I'm Emily Carter, and I spend hours reviewing newspapers and official sources to make sure you stay informed about the things that matter most. A recent unanimous decision by the United States Supreme Court, delivered with a rare 90 vote, has drawn nationwide attention because it directly impacts retirement rules connected to pensions, government benefits, and financial protections for older Americans. While legal rulings can sometimes sound complicated, the real meaning of this decision is actually very important and surprisingly practical for everyday people who rely on retirement savings, Social Security benefits, and pension programs to maintain financial stability. In simple terms, the Supreme Court has clarified how certain retirement protections must be applied across the country, and that clarification could influence how benefits are calculated, protected, and distributed in the years ahead. For seniors and those preparing for retirement, understanding what this ruling means is essential because it touches on the financial systems that support millions of households. The decision has been described by financial experts and retirement policy analysts as one of the most significant rulings in recent years related to retirement rights. When the Supreme Court reaches a unanimous decision, especially on an issue affecting national retirement policy, it sends a very strong message. A 9-2-0 ruling means that every justice on the court agreed on the interpretation of the law. This level of agreement is relatively rare, and it signals that the legal question involved was considered extremely clear once all the evidence and arguments were examined. For retirees and workers nearing retirement, the impact of such a decision goes beyond legal theory. It influences how retirement accounts are handled, how pension protections are enforced, and how certain financial rules apply to people who rely on retirement income. To understand why this ruling matters so much, it helps to step back and look at the broader retirement system in the United States. Millions of Americans depend on a combination of financial resources once they leave the workforce. For many retirees, Social Security provides the foundation of their monthly income. Others also receive pensions from former employers, retirement accounts such as 401k plans, individual retirement accounts, and sometimes additional government benefits that support seniors with health care, housing, or other essential needs. Over time, these programs have been shaped by laws designed to protect workers and retirees from financial risk. However, when disputes arise about how those laws should be interpreted, the issue can eventually reach the Supreme Court. The case behind this 9-2-0 decision focused on how retirement protections are applied when workers move between jobs, retire from long careers, or depend on pension promises made years earlier. For decades, federal laws have been in place to protect workers' retirement benefits. These protections were designed to make sure that people who spend years contributing to retirement systems receive the benefits they were promised. However, disagreements sometimes occur between employers, retirement plan administrators, and employees about exactly how those protections should work. When lower courts reach different conclusions about the same legal question, the Supreme Court often steps in to provide a final interpretation. In this situation, the court examined whether certain retirement protections applied consistently across different types of retirement plans and employment situations. The question might sound technical, but its impact is very real for retirees. Essentially, the court needed to determine whether retirement protections that were written into federal law must be enforced in a way that guarantees fairness and consistency for workers nationwide. After reviewing the arguments, the court decided unanimously that those protections must be interpreted broadly to ensure that retirement benefits remain secure and cannot be unfairly reduced or limited through complicated administrative practices. For seniors already receiving retirement income, the ruling reinforces a key principle that has guided retirement policy for many years. Workers who contribute to retirement systems over the course of their careers deserve strong legal protection when it comes time to receive their benefits. The court's decision confirms that retirement promises cannot easily be changed or weakened after people have already relied on them in planning their financial future. That idea is particularly important for older Americans who depend on predictable monthly payments to cover housing costs, medical expenses, food, and other daily necessities. Another reason this decision is attracting attention is because it comes at a time when retirement security is already a major concern across the country. Many Americans approaching retirement worry about whether their savings will last long enough. Rising living costs, healthcare expenses, and economic uncertainty have made retirement planning more challenging than ever. When the Supreme Court clarifies the rules governing retirement protections, it can help strengthen confidence in the systems that millions of people depend on. Financial experts note that the ruling could influence how retirement plans are administered in the future. Employers and plan administrators will likely review their policies to make sure they comply with the court's interpretation of federal retirement law. That review process could lead to adjustments in how retirement benefits are calculated, communicated, and protected for workers and retirees. While these changes may take time to fully develop, the key message from the court is that retirement protections must be applied in a way that respects the rights of workers who have spent years contributing to these systems. For retirees who receive pensions from former employers, the decision may provide additional reassurance that their benefits are supported by strong legal safeguards. Pension plans represent a promise made by employers to provide a steady income after retirement. Over the years, some pension disputes have emerged when companies attempted to modify benefits or interpret rules in ways that reduced payments. The Supreme Court's unanimous decision emphasizes that retirement protections exist to prevent exactly that kind of situation. The ruling also highlights the broader importance of transparency and fairness in retirement planning. Many seniors remember a time when employer pensions were more common and provided a clear path to financial stability after retirement. Although the retirement landscape has changed significantly in recent decades, with more workers relying on individual retirement accounts and savings plans, the principle of protecting retirement income remains central to federal policy. The court's decision reinforces the idea that retirement systems must operate in a way that respects the long-term commitments made to workers. In addition to affecting pensions and retirement plans, the decision is also being discussed in connection with broader conversations about stimulus programs, senior benefits, and financial protections for older Americans. Government programs designed to support seniors often rely on legal frameworks that determine who qualifies for benefits and how those benefits are calculated. When the Supreme Court clarifies legal principles related to retirement protections, it can influence how policymakers design future programs intended to help retirees manage financial challenges. For example, discussions about economic relief payments and stimulus support for seniors frequently consider how retirement income interacts with government assistance programs. Policymakers must balance the need to provide support with the goal of maintaining fair and consistent eligibility rules. A Supreme Court ruling that strengthens retirement protections can shape how those policies evolve over time. Many seniors also rely on retirement income in combination with healthcare programs such as Medicare and other assistance initiatives designed to support older adults. As healthcare costs continue to rise, maintaining reliable retirement income becomes even more important. When the legal system reinforces protections around pensions and retirement savings, it helps ensure that seniors can continue meeting essential expenses without unexpected reductions in their financial resources. Another key aspect of the Supreme Court's decision is the message it sends about the importance of nationwide consistency. Before the court issued its ruling, different courts in different regions had interpreted certain retirement protections in slightly different ways. That kind of variation can create confusion for employers, plan administrators, and retirees themselves by issuing a clear and unanimous interpretation. The Supreme Court has established a consistent national standard that must now be followed across the country. This consistency is particularly important in today's workforce where many people change jobs several times during their careers. Workers who move between companies often accumulate retirement benefits from multiple sources. Having clear rules about how those benefits are protected ensures that people do not lose the value of the contributions they have made over many years of employment. For individuals who are currently approaching retirement age, the decision may provide a reminder of the importance of reviewing their retirement plans and understanding how their benefits are structured. While the Supreme Court's ruling strengthens legal protections, retirees and future retirees still benefit from staying informed about their financial situation. Knowing how retirement income is calculated, when benefits begin, and what legal protections apply can help individuals make more confident decisions about their financial future. The broader conversation surrounding retirement security in the United States continues to evolve. Economic changes, demographic trends, and longer life expectancies are all influencing how retirement systems operate. As more Americans live longer after leaving the workforce, ensuring that retirement income remains stable and reliable becomes even more important. Legal decisions like this one play a crucial role in shaping the policies and protections that support millions of retirees. In the months ahead, financial advisors, retirement planners, and policymakers will likely examine the details of the Supreme Court's ruling to understand its full implications. While some aspects of the decision involve technical legal interpretations, the core message is straightforward. Retirement protections exist to safeguard the benefits that workers have earned, and those protections must be applied consistently and fairly across the country. For seniors who depend on retirement income, that message offers an important sense of reassurance. The legal system continues to recognize the value of the promises made to workers throughout their careers. Ensuring that those promises are honored helps maintain stability for retirees and confidence in the systems that support them. As more information emerges about how this decision will influence retirement policies and benefit programs, experts expect ongoing discussions about how to strengthen financial security for older Americans. Retirement planning has always required careful preparation, but clear legal protections make that process more reliable.